Hi friends, welcome to my channel Traveling Monk of India. So today I am going to talk about my second servicing. This servicing was done 2 months back on probably 6th or 7th of March, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make a video, the second part of the video till now, because of some commitments, and then uh, there were issues related to COVID and things. So that was the reason I wasn't able to make this video. So right now, since we are in a lockdown, I am planning to make this video. This will help you guys to know how the second servicing has been. I'll also share the details of the bill that has come up, but there are two or three specific things that I wanted to talk about. One of them is basically how the servicing has happened. So unfortunately, my servicing has been moved from my original dealer to someone else. The reason being, RF Java, from whom I have booked this vehicle, have closed their dealership. So then I have to go and find out someone else who can service my bike. The second service can be done. So at that time I spoke to Yuvraj Motors, which is in Thane, Mumbai, and they happily invited me to get my bike serviced. So when I went there, these people took the bike, did the initial checkup, and then they said that they will take care of the servicing piece. And that was when I didn't have any major issues with the bike. There was just something like the gears were not working as per expectation. It was a bit hard for the first or the second gear. So I spoke to them, and they said that will be taken care of. Then there were minor niggles, one or two, which they have taken care of. And finally, probably they took around 2.5 hours to service the bike. One of my friend also accompanied, who also brought a Java Classic from Yuvraj Motors. So both of us were there. So they took the bike and they did the servicing. Unfortunately, as earlier, RF Java allowed me to record some of the servicing piece, but these people in Yuvraj hasn't allowed me, so I can't show you the real servicing footage. I can just talk about it. And then I also have a recording of when I got the bike from Yuvraj Motors. I went back home, which is around 35 kilometers drive. You can check the video now. I will be sharing in this video about how that experience has been. It was a brilliant experience. So after the servicing, the bike was performing very well until now. In last 2 months, unfortunately, because of the lockdown and there were certain issues, I haven't been able to run the bike as much as possible, but I have moved around uh, 150 to 200 kilometers after the servicing, and it has performed pretty well. There is no problem that I have faced till now with my Java Para. That is the most important thing that people would love to know, and I would love to share. So the second piece I wanted to talk about is the side stand. um, the indicator that I was looking for the side stand, but unfortunately that is not yet available with Yuvraj Motors, or even initially with RF Java, because they say what side stand indicator they have is actually the side stand switch they have is actually something that will not fix in my Java Perak, because I have a stand which is quite different than the newer Peraks that are being available. So mine is the first batch of Perak which has a different side stand, and this indicator doesn't work with that. And I'm not very sure why Mahindra has not made it standard from start, and if they haven't, then they should have ensured that we have some options available for for my situation. But unfortunately that is not the case. Now that it is not there, it is a little bit risky, I believe, because this is something Mahindra should look into, and every motorcycle uh, manufacturer should start providing these basic safety gears. These are also safety gears where you have, like, you buy it as an optional. 500 rupees is not a big deal. It cost around 450 to 500 rupees. So in that case, if you start adding it compulsorily into each and every bike, the cost of that particular product will also come down, since you will be ordering that particular piece with in a bulk. I can understand that because I also work with the supply chain team. So I can understand that obviously if you order it on a large quantity for each and every bike, then your volume will increase and that will reduce the price. And in that case, you should actually do it, because this is again one more safety feature that you will add to the bike. I'm not very sure why any of these bike companies don't do that. Specifically, they go go and attach it with all the high end bikes, but not to an extent where you have bikes still costing around till 3 lakhs. Now that is an unfortunate part, and ideally people should look into it, that they do that, manufacturers should look into it. Right now I don't have an option for that available yet. So that is all I have to talk about. Just to end this, before you can see the video where I have recorded my experience after the servicing, I just wanted to talk a little more about the current situation. So unfortunately I can't make a video outside, because we know we all are in a lockdown, and we should respect that to break the chain of infection, and which is very important. And that is the reason I'm making this video from the comfort of my home and not driving outside with the bike. So, and whatever clips that you are going to see going forward in this video are recorded on 5th of March, which was way before the lockdown was implemented in Maharashtra. So guys, please enjoy the video and also give me feedback what you want to see more in my videos. Currently my videos will not be that regular because of lockdown. Once the lockdown gets over and everything is safe, then I'll start riding. Before that I will not be riding at all. Hi friends. So I got my bike after servicing after 2 hours probably, and I'm now leaving the Thane service center for Yuvraj Motors. So I'm following my friend's car. He is driving and he'll show me the way out towards Thane. So I'll move out of Thane and then probably go to my home. So if I talk about my journey till now, I went to Powai. From there, after doing my finishing some of my work, I came here for my bike's second servicing, and now once that second servicing is done, I am driving back home. So that is what basically this video will be talking about. We'll be talking about right now the experience that I'm having on my bike. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the new with the servicing that has been done. I don't find that there is any niggle. Whatever I have requested, they have taken care of it. They've changed the oil and all. So all in all, pretty good. So right now I am reaching the highway, the Nasik highway, Mumbai Nasik highway. So I have just touched that Mumbai Nasik highway. I will go for a little bit on this particular road, and then I will move towards Mumra. The idea is to go via Mape. Sorry, not via Mape, but via Shilfata, and that is the reason I'll take the Mumra wala road. That will help me. So this is the toll through which I'll take left. Yes, and now I am towards Mumra. So I'll take the Mumra bypass and get out of this particular location. I am hoping that I don't get any traffic, and I will have a very comfortable ride. In the meanwhile, I'll also talk to you guys about how the bike is performing. So guys, we'll talk a little bit about the cost of the servicing now. Now you can, I can say that the cost was not that much. So you can see in my screen, it costed me around 2143, which includes all the taxes and stuff. So here are the details for the same. So in case you need more details, you can just pause and just take a screenshot to know about the details. Now coming back to the bike, the bike has been performing superbly. So you can see that I'm running on the highway freely and I'm enjoying. So whatever niggles were there, they have taken care of those. So my bike is running pretty well. The brakes were taken proper. They have taken care of the brakes. They have taken care of the clutch. So initially when I was riding, I felt a little bit, the clutch is a little bit hard, but then probably after driving it for around 5-6 kilometers now, it seems to be okay. Initially when I bought this bike, probably 6 months down the line, it happened to be a problem because at that time the clutch was actually giving me some pain on my hand, and initially I have made videos about it. You can go back and check out those videos. But right now what I see is it is fantastic. The clutch is also working fine. I can drive as comfortable as possible. uh, More and more, overall a very good experience that I have with this servicing. So no challenges on that part. Now that I am done with my second servicing, one interesting thing that I learned from them is they have asked me to come back in August 9th, when I actually my bike was due, or I can say when they actually allotted the bike to me. But unfortunately, I got my bike on 21st of August or 23rd of August during Ganpati. So they say no, that will not be the date when you should follow your servicing. You should come to us for servicing exactly on the date when the bike has been allotted. So in that situation, my third service is due on probably 8th of August, um, uh, for this year. So I have to be a little more careful on those lines. I don't know what difference does it make if I come on 21st or 22nd, or I come on the 1st of 8th of August. But they it seems that they have also charged back on people when they haven't done that. So that is unfortunate. They shouldn't, because if people are coming within 8 to 10 days between their deadline, they should be allowed. I don't know why these things are so mandate. People may have their work and stuff, and they should be given that much of leeway. I don't know why that these things are called out for, but okay. I'll try and see however I can manage. um, right now uh, right now, all in all, a very good experience that I am having with my bike. Thanks to Mahindra for giving us a better quality service centers right now. Initially there were a lot of talks that people are not getting service in a proper manner, and which was a concern that I also had while booking the bike. Though when I booked it from Arav Java, they gave me a lot of um, hope, I would say, and have given me confidence that they will take care of the bike very well. But unfortunately, they have actually closed their dealership. So that was one experience that was the reason I was a bit scared. How will be the experience with Yuvraj Motors? But it has been all in all a good experience. I didn't find any challenges. Just one thing that I wanted to talk was basically the stand. I'm very disappointed on that piece. Like, I'm not able to get the side stand indicator, because that is one thing I feel it's pretty risky, and I think everyone should talk about it so that we get that particular product available for all the bikes, whether it is a new Perak or a old Perak which was built for the first lot. That should not be a differentiation for that. So please guys, follow my channel. I'm on my way home, so I've reached nearly close to my home. I'm right now at um, Pipeline Road, which connects to Karjat. So I am basically reaching very close to my home, and I would love to say goodbye. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll try to bring some more videos very soon, so that you guys um, enjoy. So thank you very much, and please do subscribe to my channel, and stay safe and stay strong in such difficult times. So thank you very much, guys. Bye. Thank you.